Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Yep, we're on. Hey, have you ever, do you have thick hair? What do you do with all this? By the way, this is my hair flattened. You can imagine what it looks like when it's not. So I'm growing it out, and I go through all these crazy stages, and I'm not one to mess with my hair, so I'm always shooting videos with you, after I work out and stuff. But so anyways, yeah, so I'm like a Muppet, right? I got Muppet hair. All right, so I don't know why I'm going there. I'm having a attention deficit, today. I want to share some things. I told you, 2018, we are going places that are way out there. Get ready. Get ready. Put on your seatbelt. Because it's going to push you to where you never thought you'd be going. Opening up your mind to things you'd think, woo! Maybe even a year ago you'd think somebody was crazy if they said this stuff to you, and now you're thinking, this isn't so crazy because I know I'm limitless and I know anything's possible. I know that people can astral project. I know people can levitate. I know that some of the things we think was mystical is science now, is proven. I know that everything's connected, and quantum physics proves that thoughts change results. Proof. Done. Why even, why conduct an experiment? Because the scientists are affecting the results, so why bother? Oh, we won't be in the room. Hello, you're still connected. We're one thing. That's quantum physics. So you can go to the other side of the planet. It's still going to affect the results of the experiment. That's how powerful you are. You're constantly changing your reality, what shows up. This is why stuff's manifesting like crazy. So I told you I was going to start sharing some things. There's so much I have not told you. Now, I talked to you about the 3 levels of the afterlife, and of course the endless levels within each. We resonate on frequency here, and when we transition, we match that frequency. Your beliefs, your fears, all the other stuff that you carry over has an effect on what you experience over there. So at some point, that will change. So if you think, you're evil and you're going to go to hell, you may experience that even though it's not real because you're creating it. You actually create everything, even on the other side. All right, so that's part of your free will and your energy. And then, of course, at some point, you figure out it's not real. And then there's some light that shows up and shows you that, are you done? Are you done? Because you can be up here with everybody else in happy land and learning and transitioning into something even higher and more beautiful. So I shared that with you, the 3 levels, which I have experienced the highest level as an apprentice, let's put it that way. I was serving those who were on the highest level within that realm. I had that experience many, many, many years ago when I didn't even know what meditation was or anything else. Had quite a few bizarre dreams that made no sense that now are very clear to me. Pay attention to all of these things. They have meanings. Everything has a meaning to you. It's an experience for you. They're messages. There are reflections of what you are and how you're feeling. And so pay attention to that, because you are a connection to, you are the other side. So you are on the other side at all times, actually affecting what's going on here. So you are everything. Quantum physics proves that, right? That we are really one thing. We all come from one thing. That's fact. How that happened, if it's a big bang or whatever. Well, think about this. A big bang from what? From nothingness? From space? What is that? What was that? Have you ever noticed nobody ever says, look, oh, the Big Bang. Well, where's the Big Bang come from? That had to be energy. Nobody explains it. You know why? They can't. All right, so I'm going to stop being so dramatic. And we're going to talk about 3 messages that I got yesterday in a meditative state. You know what? I swear I ate spinach and I know it's in my teeth, so I'm probably going to watch this video and go, oh my God. All right, so I got 3 messages. I always get the strangest stuff, but they're very clear, so I know that they're not just random things going on. This is going to sound weird, but this is what I got, and I have to share it with you because there's a reason I'm getting these, and I have a YouTube channel, so you can do what you want with it. The first message is, you are the dinner. Like, what? You are the dinner. The second one right after that was, you are the paradise. Whoa. You are the dinner. You are the paradise. In other words, you could pick any word and put it in there. You are the rose bush. You are the cat. You are the apple. I am. Right? If you think that sounds crazy, you are the dinner, you are the paradise. What the hell is that supposed to be? I am. Everything. But we don't think of it that way. We eat junk and chemicals. You are that. And that becomes you. That actually becomes you. It integrates in your physical dense body and affects your energy because you are everything. You have to be very particular now about everything you do, what you eat, what you think, how you treat people. Everything counts. Oh, there's my little neighbor doggy. Okay, the third message was, it was sort of like Bill Gates. In fact, I think it was Bill Gates, but I sort of knew it, but I didn't know for sure. I was in a bowling alley, and there was a person, like a student, sitting on the lane, facing in, not facing the pins at the end of the alley. And this Bill Gates guy comes up to where the ball came out. It was the most beautiful ball. It was like black and white. It had like geometric patterns, and it was just so beautiful, but it was very geometric. It was black and white. It didn't have colors in it. Just gorgeous. I've never seen a bowling ball this gorgeous. And he went up to it and he did some like movements on it, picked it up and did some kind of a twist or whatever. And I watched him and this student watched him, and the student said, "That's how it's done." And neither of us had to look when he dropped the ball on the alley. We already knew it was a strike. Does this make sense to you? We're always looking at the strike, trying to get the strike. I'm focused on the strike, the strike, the strike. He wasn't focused on the strike. It was what he did here that we all knew when we saw that the strike was already going to happen because of what he did here. Because of the ball he had and how he handled it and how he flipped it and how, this little thing that he did that he already knew, he worked out on how he could get a strike every time. And we didn't even have to look because we knew that the result was always going to be what he wanted it to be, the strike. And the student never even turned around to look to see if he got the strike. He just said, "Oh, that's how it's done." And I got it. Do you get this? This is a little out there. It's not about that end result. We're always focused on it, and we disregard all of these things that we do that guarantees that has to happen. We're all so, and then so what happens instead of having the beautiful ball and, you know, doing this little movement and putting it down, we're going, I don't have a bowling ball, and maybe I'll throw a sock down there and hope that it knocks something over. And hey, can somebody help me? This is right. You getting this? Figure that out. Figure out what you need to do to perfect and focus on that. And that strike's going to happen no matter what. Instead of going, oh, I need a strike, I need a lottery ticket, I need this. And then doing nothing about it, not meditating, not going to highest frequency, not figuring out and taking the actions and living that life and having that journey that figures out how all this works to get that. You guys all want this stuff handed to you, those of you out there who are stressing. Everybody, I cannot tell you how many people ask me for money. Is that insane? What am I, a bank? The reason why you don't have money is because you're not focused on what it takes to get the strike. You're focused on the strike, and you want somebody else to throw that ball down there for you. And you don't even have a bowling ball. And you're not willing to do what it takes to get the strike. You'll never get the strike. You'll never get the strike that way. It's probably black under my eyes. Do you understand this? So that Bill Gates kind of guy was doing something really spectacular. So he had the super awesome geometric, pattern ball, and he had the little moves and whatever, because he worked his butt off to get that. And he got such great satisfaction from that. And that's why it's so important to go after what you're passionate about, right? Because then you can get the strike. Why? Because you're really loving what you do. And even if you have horrible, terrible challenges, well, nothing's horrible and terrible, major challenges, you're okay because you're not focused on that end result as much as you are what it takes here to accomplish that. And that's what perfects that. So, you are the dinner. You are the paradise. You are everything. You are the strike. You are the bowling ball. You are the Bill Gates. You are everything. You're all of it. All these things you want, you are those things. Quit stressing about it. You've got it anytime you want. Are you willing to put that work into the journey? This is about the journey. It's the learning, it's the progressing, it's what we become as we're learning and being something greater. And being persistent and, doing certain things. It doesn't have to be like, I have to work at a charity. No, what if you just want to start a business? That end goal is something really, you don't have to have a business that, feeds, hungry kids in Africa. Maybe you have a business that, offers the world something different. Look at Uber. You say, oh, well, what is Uber? Well, do you know how many people don't get into cars when they've been drinking because of Uber? Because I don't know about you, but taxis are not so reliable here in Atlanta. But Uber is. There's a positive thing. Employed a lot of people. Helped a lot of people get around. I think it's a fabulous business. What? Somebody put a lot of work into that, and the end result was fabulous. You can contribute in so many ways. Don't be hung up on everything all the time, like the rules about what it should or shouldn't be. You work on that. You become a greater person. Become somebody who broke through and did things you never thought that were possible for you, or that you thought you were capable of, I should say. Somebody's told you that, oh, you'll never do this or you'll never that. Go do it. If that's what you want to do to get that thing that you want at the end, know it's already done, and focus on what's all this? What's this journey? What are the things I need to do to bring that in my reality? Because it already exists for you. oh, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. And that may take some time or not, but it will take effort. You didn't come here to sit on your butt and watch television and, you know, the rotten news that you guys are, many of you are addicted to. Oh, well, I just watch blah, blah. Why? Why? You don't have anything better to do with your time? If you want to watch television, you know, there's some fabulous programs on there. Science, discovery, exploration. There's great programs. You can get entertained. Raise your frequency. This is affecting you. You are the program, the negative programs. That energy goes into you, affects you in a great way. Haven't you ever noticed? Like you don't feel that great about the world or whatever after you've listened to that garbage? Conspiracy theories and all that stuff. It's not real. It's bullcrap. You know what? It's whatever you believe. We'll never know. We'll never have those answers. So until something lands in front of my house, I know that we have, you know, visitors here. I know they've been coming here since the beginning of time. I don't have to worry about it. When they land and they get out, I'll find out if, you know, if we're friend or foe. Not a damn thing I can do about it before then anyways. I can't imagine them being foe. If they were, they would have nuked us along. No, they wouldn't even nuke us. They don't have to. They've got technology. They'd take us out before we ruined this beautiful planet. So focus on that journey. Focus what you're doing. Focus on every step. What am I doing? What am I putting into it? What's my energy in here? What are my intentions? What am I doing? And sometimes it's just a journey for you. Somebody becoming greater and powerful and confident and at peace. And then saying, wow, how can I contribute through all of this? Now I am a powerful person. Now I'm a person who can go out there and do positive things. So, I hope that you understand that it's not about the strike. It's about all those things. And ask Bill Gates, I'm sure that he and Steve Jobs and all the other incredible people out there, and Tesla and Einstein and all these people spent hours and hours and hours. It was part of their passion and their desire to solve problems, to create. It wasn't just getting that end result. It was all of that journey and the long hours of sitting in laboratories and whatever they had to do. Find that. Find that. And know that you are everything. You are everything. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Miracles, we don't even use that word anymore. It's just the power that you have. These things you shall do and more. Namaste.